In this video, we'll be taking a look at the Huepar P03CG laser level and discussing exactly why green lasers are better than red lasers. We'll start by explaining the science behind why the human eye is more sensitive to green light and how that impacts visibility. Then we'll dive into the features of the Huepar laser level and show you how it uses a green laser to provide superior accuracy and better visibility compared to a traditional red laser level. We'll also cover some of its other key benefits, including its ability to work well in bright light and its user-friendly design. Whether you are a professional contractor or a DIY enthusiast, hopefully this video will give you a better understanding of why the Huepar P03CG laser level is one of the best on the market and why green laser levels are best overall. The human eye is more sensitive to green light than other colours because of the way our visual system is designed. The retina, which is the part of the eye which detects light, is made up of two types of cells called rods and cones. Rods are responsible for detecting light in low light conditions, while cones are responsible for detecting light in bright conditions and for colour vision. Cones are found in the highest density in the centre of the retina, called the fovea. This is the part of the eye that provides the sharpest vision. There's three types of cones, each of which is more sensitive to a different range of wavelengths. One type of cone is more sensitive to blue light, one's more sensitive to green light, and the other's more sensitive to red light. But the green one's more sensitive. It's all right, mate. I'm sure they was only messing about. I think they've knocked these confidence a little bit. So that's why we can see green better than any other colour. It's all down to evolution. And that's why you can see a green laser level better than a red laser level. Huepar have been quite conservative on their website and they say it's twice as bright. Other websites say it's 4 times or more. There's so many uses for a laser level, from the very basic of putting up a shelf or a curtain pole to the very obscure. Now, before I got my new laser level, I used my old red laser level to help set the headlight beam on my van for its MOT. And since getting my Huepar laser a couple of weeks ago, I've really used it for a flooring project where I've done glue down vinyl tiles. I've also used it in a cart lodge to line exactly where the joist is so I can put up some boards and screws. And I've used it a couple of other times as well. The next project I'll use it for is for when I fit my windows and doors. So if you're interested in seeing that and you're not already, make sure you subscribed. Let's take a look in the box. First of all, the box is really sturdy, proper plastic. This is foam, keeps everything in place. We've got the instruction manual, we've got the laser level itself, and we've got a small battery. This is like one of the tall batteries. You just slide it in there. We have the wire, the plug, that's for charging. We've got a metal plate, the target. We've got the stand. This is a micro adjustment stand that's also magnetic, and we have a remote. Huepar are a Chinese firm. They've been around about 10 years. They're not a cheap knockoff place. This is a quality product, and just to prove a point, my Bosch laser level, guess where that was made?
It comes from China.
Let's have a chat about the features then. The funny thing is, I've got this out of the box a few times and went to turn it on, not putting the battery in first. So you need to make sure it's not going to work without the battery, but you can actually run it straight off the mains if you need to, because you can plug it in there. You can also charge the battery directly on the battery, which is handy as well. So we'll put it in. First notch, that is locked pendulum. It turns on all 3 lights, and then we've got self-leveling, and obviously if it's not level it beeps at you. Just here on the side you can turn each laser off and on. Same for that one, same for that one. And then you've got the pulse mode, and that's for if you're doing things at a distance, and you've got the receiver. I don't have a receiver. We do have the remote. Now, I've used this remote when I was doing the flooring because I glued the whole floor. I left the laser over the other side of the kitchen and I could actually turn the laser on and off. Okay, you can just make out the line that I've left to line up, but my laser is over there. And check this out. Whoa. What a brilliant idea, having a remote. Brilliant. Huepar. That turns off the top one. That puts it in pulse. And then that one only turns off that one. And then you're missing a button for turning off this front one. I'm not really sure why that is, but oh, hang on. Oh yeah, I was wrong. You can just cycle through it. Okay, well that makes sense. And then the other buttons on this don't function because it's for a different model. So having a remote is definitely handy, and just as a backup as well, it's got other Bluetooth connectivity so you can get the app on your phone. I'll record my screen and open it up for you. This is the main screen. Obviously you've got everything there. I'm not connected to the internet over here, so I can only just show you how it turns on and off. I'm not sure, it should actually show on there the battery percentage. I don't know whether it just doesn't for this particular model. But anyway, you can see on that central bit, that's how far off it is. So as long as it's within 4 degrees, it can self-level. We can turn the top laser on and off, that laser on and off, and that one on and off. So yeah, obviously if you don't need all of the lasers, you can just set it to 1. I'm not sure I'll be using the app much. I haven't got enough space on my phone. I've got an old phone, so I'll take that app off. It was just for the purpose of showing you anyway. Oh, you can turn it on and off from here as well. Nice. I thought it'd be a good idea to do a side-by-side comparison because, I mean, this one, yeah, it's been handy, but it was getting on my nerves and I couldn't really see it properly, which is the reason why I wanted to get this one. Now, I was going to buy this one just off my own back because it looked like it was the best value for money, and I reached out to Huepar. They did gift this to me, so that's the reason why I'm doing a bit of a review video, but they haven't paid me. I don't have to say anything particularly great about it, but it's like 1,000,000 times better than this one. And as it goes, they're pretty much the same price. This one's £192 and this one on the offers at the moment on their website is £190. So if you are interested and you don't know how to use Google, I'll put a link in the description. It's not an affiliate link or anything like that. This bit, quite plasticky. That bit's quite rubberized for a little bit of like fall protection maybe. Similar on this as well. This is quite sturdy plastic, and then round the edge where this black plastic is, it's a bit rubberized, not as much as this one, but I'm not planning on dropping this anytime soon. But just in case, if you do, these are metal and you can change them out if you really need to, but don't drop it. Let's just do a direct comparison in terms of the features of these. This one it's a red laser, if you didn't know. There we go. Obviously this one's green, you know that. This one works up to 20 meters and this one's working range is up to 40 meters. This one's accuracy is 4 millimeters over 10 meters and this one is 3 millimeters over 10 meters. This one doesn't have any IP rating at all, so you have to use it indoors. This one's got an IP54, so it's splash and dust proof as well. They've both got, obviously, threads on the bottom for your tripods. This one, it does come with a micro adjustment bracket, which I've lost years ago. Obviously, I've lent it to people, it hasn't come back, and I do get a tripod. But on this one, there's no tripod, but tripods, I've got some anyway, it doesn't really matter. The micro adjustment thing, I can tell you now, this is 1,000,000 times better. I'll show you that in a minute. Obviously this is Bluetooth and it's got a remote. That one has nothing. So in terms of accuracy, loads better. Visibility, loads better. Features, loads better. Like why would you buy something like this when you can buy this? It's just like crazy. You do get a little soft case with the Bosch. That's the tripod there. Is it that one? Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. I've got my other tripod there. I'd much rather have a harder case. This, it just stays in the cardboard box anyway. I've turned the lasers on. We'll have a quick side-by-side comparison. Over here, it's not too bad. You can see both there. The light's going, it's quite dark. But the further you get away, can you see the difference there? Can you understand why I wanted a green one, not a red one? You can see the green laser a lot better in bright light as well. So the other day when I was doing my first day of recording for this feature, if you like, I used both lasers set up one behind the other. Sun was beaming down directly on this wall and you could not see the red laser at all until I put my arm in front of it to actually block it off. I'll quickly show you the stand as well. So that's decent, it's magnetised, that's big steel. So you got micro adjustments, different ones. So that turns it that way. This one goes that way and that way. That goes in and out. And that one goes up and down. See here, I'm going to try and get that in line with this, and then the vertical in line with that. Being able to micro adjust that and line it up exactly how you want it to is amazing. On my old red laser level, it was a nightmare, especially when I was tiling and I was just trying to tweak it that little tiny bit. That's what this is for. Looking at the price comparison and the functionality between these two, Huepar wins hands down. To get the equivalent Bosch with 360-degree lasers, Bluetooth connectivity, etc., you're looking at like £600–700, which I don't think's worth it. You might have noticed as well that the green lasers are a little bit more expensive than red lasers, and that's not just because you can see them better so they think they can charge you more. It's because green lasers and the diodes, they're a little bit more expensive to produce. If you're anything like me, you might be thinking, what is a laser diode? Well, this is a laser diode. Anyway, that was a little bit of waffle for you. Probably not that interesting, but lasers are in general really interesting if you look it up. There's loads of stuff on YouTube. I'm going to go because it's bloody freezing and my battery's about to clap out. If you haven't already, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.